Nobody understands the thematic relationship between Deku and One For All, and because of that, I feel like a lot of people have unfairly criticized Deku, especially at the end of the story. But it's okay because I'm going to explain everything once and for all. See what I did there? Anyway, for those of you guys that don't know, Deku joins the pantheon of shonen protagonists referred to as static characters, meaning although they may grow or change or get more powerful, for the most part, their core beliefs are set in stone by the end of chapter 1. And it's these beliefs that are meant to be tested throughout the course of the story. But what is Deku's core belief, and how is he supposed to be tested throughout the course of MHA? Well, in chapter 1 of My Hero Academia, we're thrown into a broken world where a person's quirk pretty much determines their entire identity, almost like a weight shackling them down to what they can or can't do. And this is especially true for the heroes, each of them reserving acts of heroism because they don't have the correct quirk for the job. It is at this point where we as the audience are given the thematic question of My Hero Academia. What makes a true hero? And for all of the heroes at the end of chapter 1, especially All Might, their answer for what makes a true hero is someone with the right quirk at the right time. However, as we all know, Deku answers differently. By the end of chapter 1, Deku internalizes his core belief that a true hero is not defined by their quirk, but their ability to go above and beyond to do the right thing. And it's with that belief that the narrative creates the perfect test for Deku. It's almost as if the story is saying, all right, bet, so you don't think that a hero is defined by their quirk? Okay, let's give you the quirk that defined your hero and see if you still think the same thing by the end of the series. That's right, everybody, One For All isn't just a cool power-up for Deku to have because he's quirkless. One For All is the thematic test for Deku's character throughout all of My Hero Academia. But this test is not that easy, because seemingly every reveal that we get about One For All throughout the course of the story only manages to put an even bigger weight on Deku. From his bones possibly breaking to Muriel being the original candidate, to of course even the biggest reveal that One For All carries 8 quirks inside of it, each with a vestige trying to impose their idea of heroism onto Deku. At every step of the journey, Deku is consistently tempted to define himself purely by One For All. And if it wasn't for his friends, he might have completely given in. But more on that for another video. For now, let's address the ending of My Hero Academia, where, spoiler alert, Deku loses One For All. Now, a lot of people were disappointed by this, and I understand why. It feels a little bit bittersweet. However, once you look a little bit deeper, you can see that Deku giving up One For All is actually a thematic victory. Because there's no better way to display that his quirk never defined his heroism than for him to give it up in order to defeat the greatest evil. In the end, Deku stuck to his core beliefs set up in chapter 1 throughout the course of the story. And because of that, he was rewarded. Our boy passed his test. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's been your boy Fitz. Peace out.